35. You're going super slow. This is great behavior. 722, copy traffic. Ma'am, it's going to be California 8, Young, Lincoln Charles 639. We're going to be Landon and 80 southbound.
Your assigned call has been updated.
Plotting and planning. Why? Hi guys. How are you guys doing? Whoa, I just blended myself. I'm Deputy Barron with the Tombstone Marshals office. Reason for stop, state of Arizona, you can't go below the posted speed limit. So if it's 35, you can't be doing 30. So it took you a minute. So back there in that 35 zone, you were doing 28 miles per hour.
I mean, I was just catching up because I know right before it was 25. And so I was trying to catch up to the 45 because it really just...
So right where I picked you up is actually past 10th. Your 30 mile per hour zone is going to be right there in front of the marshal's office. So at no point is there a 25 zone. It's going to drop from 35 to 30. So do you have your driver's license?
On me, my baby is actually pregnant, so I was actually just...
Oh, okay, no problem. Where are you guys heading to?
We was getting ready to go pick up a friend.
Go pick up a friend?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Where are you guys from?
I'm from Tennessee.
You're from Tennessee?
Yes, ma'am.
You guys both from Tennessee?
Well, yeah.
Oh, okay. Identification card. Tell me you have a driver's license.
I don't.
Do you have a driver's license? Can I get your driver's license?
Yes, ma'am. But yeah,
So you... Did you drive or did you fly?
Oh, we flew in, but then she... Like,
so you flew from Tennessee?
No, we flew from Georgia.
From Georgia?
Yes, ma'am.
But you're originally from Tennessee?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
That's why when you said, "Are you?" That's why I said, "Well, yeah," because it's not our from. Oh.
So from Tennessee down to Georgia. What part of Tennessee?
I stay in Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am. We stay in Georgia.
Okay, well, I know. I got it.
Now, how far is Lawrenceville away from Atlanta?
It's the same area.
It's the same area?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
There it is.
I was like, what the hell?
Perfect. Okay. Do you have the rental agreement?
It's a through an app.
Okay. Do you have that?
Yeah.
So what airport did you guys fly into?
The Phoenix.
Yes,
Phoenix? Okay.
We don't know where we're at, so it's somebody that. It's not really. I don't know which part do you need to see because it just don't really like show a whole like.
Okay, then you guys are also just going to be doing a quick trip back. Why don't you do me a favor since you don't have a driver's license in the state of Arizona, right? One, I've got to see the rental agreement because it is cause for an impound. It is actually a 20-day impound. So why don't you do me a favor? Anything on you I need to know about? Guns, knives, grenades, bazookas, anything crazy? Anything inside the vehicle I should know about? Guns, knives, grenades, bazookas. All right. So I'm going to tell you right now, I already know that your story is bullshit. Bottom line, you're down here to pick up illegals. Just by the look on your face right now, you probably got recruited for about $1,200. That is also a class 2 felony in the state of Arizona. It's equivalent to the murder or the attempted murder of another human being. Act completely surprised, crazy. However, your vehicle is mine tonight. You will have to call for somebody to pick you guys up. You will not be driving. Vehicle is being impounded. So again, we can sit here and play this bullshit game, but I do this for a living. I'm not dumb. I just did the math. I just looked at the rental agreement real quick on her phone. Okay, it's a
but we
quick
can
turn.
ex-
Stop.
No, but because
Do you want to get out and sit in the back of my car? Because right now everybody is now going to end up being detained. You step out of the vehicle.
Me?
Yes.
No, driver.
Yes, ma'am. Don't argue with her. You know
No,
what I'm
it's
saying?
not that, but it's just because you can extend it easily because that's. How
I'm
we
not
do it.
dumb.
No, I'm not
Just
saying
do
that
yourself
you
a
are.
favor. Do yourself a favor and just be honest. You have yet to commit a class 2 felony. So therefore
Okay.
it's not a crime that you're coming down here to think
Okay.
about it. Does that make sense? To think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. However, right now that you have not been told the ramifications, which what we deal with on a daily basis is just this. Okay. You ever been convicted of a felony in your life?
No.
So why are you willing to do it? Stop. You're not in trouble for doing it because you haven't done it yet. However, the things that they are not telling you straight up is that as the class 2 felony, you will sit in Cochise County Jail for 2 weeks minimum straight. And then automatically you're going to be removed from whether you take an ERC deal or you take a agreement of some sort or you decide to go to trial. You will be held there. Okay, it'll also affect your career, your future, anything else in life. This is the stuff that they are not telling you. So, again, go back to my vehicle really quick. Pull up what you can on the registration because, and it's going to be the rental agreement. The reason why you want to get the rental agreement is because it's also insurance related, okay? So that is why.
Okay.
So,
can see if I can pull it up.
Antonio, go back to my vehicle. And the seats are already down. Come here. Right here. You're not dumb. Don't play dumb with me. I'm being real with you. You be real with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. They're recruiting out of Georgia, which is why I asked where. We don't have to play stupid anymore. Okay. I stopped you before you went and you committed a felony. You should be a little thankful. Okay. Do you get what I'm saying?
I fully understand you. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. I'm very cooperative and I'm very aware.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're not cooperative.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What I am telling you is going down to go pick up a friend is the same storyline that they tell everybody. Normal people will be like, well, shit, thanks for saving me from a class 2 felony. Don't worry about the media.
Righteous. Yes, ma'am. And that's what I'm trying to see, like, you know what I'm saying, what is all this about? I feel like I was going speed limit.
You were not. In fact, I have it all on dash cam.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So again, I know the routine. I know the storyline. Unless you're down here to do something else nefarious.
No.
How much alcohol have you consumed tonight?
None at all.
None at all? Because I'm getting an odor of what smells like alcohol.
No, ma'am.
No?
No, ma'am. I'm drinking a Red Bull and I smoke a Black and Mild.
Okay. Is it your cologne?
It possibly may be, but other than that, no, ma'am.
Okay. So again, now that we're on this whole honesty page,
Yes, ma'am.
you want to start over? What are you doing down here?
I'm literally going to pick up a friend.
Okay, so we're still going to go with the lie. See how that works out is I'm going to tell you very bluntly and very directly. The more you lie to me, the less trust you've earned. Stand right here. Keep your hands out of your pocket.
No, most definitely. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what you're going to do is place them up underneath your armpits.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes.
It's wrong?
No, ma'am. I guess I said this is wild. Like, because we definitely was doing this speed limit. Like,
Definitely we're not. Also, the other thing is, if you don't know this already, coming down to pick up friends. So if you're coming down to pick up a friend, what's his name?
Malachi.
Malachi? Where's he at?
He just sent me a location and I'm just going to pick him up.
Okay, so he just sent you a location.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you were following that GPS location down, right? Where is he sending you additional locations? Like, hey, get to this point and then sending you another one?
Not at all.
Oh, okay.
I believe he caught up first.
New state return.
Okay, so you had a driver's license once, but you're suspended out of Georgia. Get off the phone.
I was just calling him to let him know, like, we've been...
Get off the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
We've been stopped, bro. And
Your assigned call has been updated.
I was just letting him know.
So you had a previous driver's license in Tennessee. Is that suspended?
I'm actually paying on them. I have a job. I work at Bad Daddy's Burger. And I was paying on them right now, so I'm in the process of making a payment plan.
Because I'm still getting an odor of alcohol, I'm going to have you sit on the front bumper. We're going to go through field sobriety. Go ahead and take a seat. Take a seat on the front bumper. Okay. Eyes and eyes only, okay?
Oh, you said you want me?
You're going to follow the tip of my pen with
Yes,
your
ma'am.
eyes and your eyes only, okay? Make sense?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, any questions before we begin the test?
No, ma'am. When you say touch it, what do you mean by that?
Exactly what you just did.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep. Okay, do you have contact lenses in?
No, ma'am.
Okay. A county unit that's available. Can I get a county unit for a secondary, please? And if they are extended, can I just get one of the BP agents? So, you know that little thing where we talked about alcohol in the beginning? Remember how I told you that lying is never the way to go? That every single time you lie, a little bit of that trust is being taken away? So, right, I asked you about alcohol, you deny it. Now we're going into DUI investigation, and now you're admitting to it. So you see where that issue of truth is becoming a bigger issue. Absolutely. I'm Deputy Bear. I'm with the Tombstone Marshals office, and I'm 2102. So everything is being recorded on body cam right here. If you look down, right, it's red. Everything right over here is being recorded, and of course this gentleman right here is recording.
On a respectful level, I study that. So with that being said, may I have your badge number?
I just gave it to you.
May I have your supervisor number as well as the jurisdiction that you have in this area?
I already gave it to you all.
I have a pen to write this down?
At some point.
At some point? So before we go forwards, you know, I have my
You're going to be getting documentation with my name and my badge number, okay?
Yes, but on a respect level, I'm going to respect you to the utmost, and so your energy is going to be reciprocated. I would like to have everything right now that I can document myself, so I can.
So we're not going to delay my testing any further.
No, ma'am.
So bottom line, like I just told you, the vehicle is being impounded. All of my information, to include my supervisor's name, which is going to be Sergeant Garcia, is going to be right there on that paperwork, okay?
Okay, and I have a question. Why would the vehicle be impounded?
Because in the state of Arizona, driving on a driver's license that is suspended, and that's why I'm double checking, right? Because you handed me an identification card. Mm-hmm. So an identification card solely in the state of Arizona is an automatic 20-day impound, okay? And that's what I told you up there.
Yes, ma'am, but at the same sense, my license is okay.
It's not okay. It's suspended.
And maybe not in Arizona, but I'm making payment plans on it right now.
Your Georgia license is suspended. So didn't I tell you to hang up the phone? So I'm asking you to hang up the phone for what reason? So again, you're not doing that. So right now, we're going to be transferring field sobriety back to my office at this point because you're not. 722. I'm dealing with somebody on the side of the road that's argumentative and being passive argumentative. So regardless of your status there in Georgia, you're suspended. And unfortunately, in the state of Arizona, it does make it a criminal matter. So right now, whether we resume field sobriety right here on the side of the road till I get a second unit, or we go back to my office. Right now, you are being placed underneath arrest, okay? So is there anything on you that I need to know about? Anything on you? No? Nothing? Not at all? Yeah, not a problem. Get your hand. Okay, what? Stop. What's right here? It's probably just a lighter. Okay. Anything else that I need to know about? Am I gonna find something crazy on you? No, maybe, possibly. $722. Shown driver under arrest. Okay, so that's just your money. What all is down here? Nothing that's gonna poke me, right?
No.
Okay. So because there's money inside that pocket, I'm not pulling it out, okay? We'll deal with it. Yeah, there's like $200 in there, dude, and then your debit cards. No, I'm not worried about pulling it out right now. I don't want to pull it out and end up losing money on the side of the road. Just making sure it's nothing that's gonna light you on fire or light my patrol vehicle on fire or anything like that, okay? So go ahead and come over here. You're tripping and stumbling, man.
I'm not. It's just.
Oh, you're in your slides too, so that's an issue. So I gotta wait on criminal suspension. They're down here to pick up a friend from Georgia to Phoenix, where they pick up the rental car. Quick turnaround date, 18 and 19, which I told them regardless, I know exactly what they're down here for. He smells of alcohol, so I'm gonna transport him back to the station for field sobriety there because his suspension is criminal anyways. All right, so he's going back with me because his suspension is criminal. I already know that he's on the phone with somebody, but his suspension is criminal because he's suspended out of Georgia. He's also got an odor of alcohol, which whenever I've done HGN, I have him at above an 08. So he's also going to be going back to the station to continue testing. But because he does have a driver's license that's just suspended, it doesn't make it a 20-day. Same thing I was telling you, right? If you only have a driver, or you only have an ID card, not a driver's license, in the state of Arizona, it's a 20-day impound. He was issued a driver's license. He just got it suspended, which does not make it a 20-day impound. Does that make sense? So how many months are you?
Like 2.
Okay. So this is going to sound like a dumb question, but I still have to ask it. Have you consumed alcohol with him?
No.
Because he mentioned they offered you guys drinks.
No, I'm fine. I was just tired and needed to take a nap.
Okay, because I'm not getting an odor necessarily from you.
Yeah.
But you're only 2 months pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay. So rental agreement, you got it right there. So this is the registration. The rental agreement is what I'm looking for because that shows that there's insurance on the vehicle.
I mean, it's through an app. So that's why it's kind of hard for me. Like, this is the thing that they give me. It just shows what comes included in the thing and tells you that I can extend it. It shows that I have protection on, like, protection for the insurance on the thing. But I don't, like, know how to go to the actual agreement because...
How do you pronounce your first name?
Nakia.
Nakia, can we be real with each other here? He's already lied to me and already been caught lying, so his trust is out the window. You seem a little more reasonable, and you seem very taken back whenever I told you the penalty. Can we just be honest?
What?
Can we just be honest with each other?
Yeah.
Did they even tell you that this is a class 2 felony?
No, I don't know nothing about.
Stop for a second. You're not in trouble. Do you know how many people I catch going southbound because they lure and recruit them for like $2,000 to $3,000?
I'm telling you, I don't know
So
nothing about any risk that, like, whatever you're
that's
telling
what I'm telling
me
you.
is new.
You're getting ready to expect a kid, right?
Yes.
You don't want to end up sitting inside jail, or let alone him sitting in jail. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, right, we stopped you before this shit happened, before anything back, because I'm telling you right now, we have people in unmarked units sitting down there watching people load up. And then we stop you, then you go to jail. Passenger and driver. Okay? You don't need him going to jail. You know what I'm saying? So now that we're on this realty level, right, I would say that tonight we didn't get a chance to commit a class 2 felony, which is what? It's equivalent to what?
With class 2,
What?
I've never had
So
a
if
felony.
So it's not worth it, right? You see what I'm saying? Coming down here to pick up people for a little bit of money, it's not worth it. Because that's what it is. A class 1 felony is murder. A class 2 felony is attempted murder, or better yet, because everybody seems to really understand this, the rape of another human being. That's how serious this crime is. And they don't tell you guys this. Okay? It's not worth it. So when I tell you it's not worth it, it's not worth it. And I'm kind of glad, honestly, him being criminally suspended is probably the best thing that can happen to you guys tonight. You know why? You're not getting that chance to go make that class 2 felony mistake. You get a class 2 felony, what are you going to do for a living? You get what I'm saying? What is he going to do for a living? You guys have a baby to provide for. This is not the route to go. I know it's quick, easy money. I just arrested a 14-year-old. You know what he told me? He said, I'm doing it so I can help my mom out. He risked everything. Not to mention, you're employed right now by the cartel. It's the Sinaloa cartel. You don't believe me? Come here. Floss if you can.
I'm here.
Is she, right now, when they're going down to go pick up UDAs, are they employed by the cartel?
Yes.
You don't even know it. And if you lose that load, what do you think happens? Exactly.
Transnational criminal organization that you work for. The minute you accept that, yes, I'm going to be paid X amount for doing this, picking up these individuals.
That's it. They hold you to it. And once you get caught, you're no use to them. They're not helping you out anyways. They don't care about you. What they care about is getting their money, which these people aren't even people to them. They are literally just money. $15,000 is what they are to them.
They'll even sacrifice people to get others through.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care. They're sacrificial lambs. They'll put in a load vehicle that makes it look good for us to stop, just so that they can run another one up right behind us. They don't care about them. They don't care about the driver. They don't care what happens to you. Whether she gets you on state charges or I get you on felony, federal.
And federal charges, it's 7 years federal time per body that's inside this vehicle. 7 years per body. Federal.
Good attorney might get it down to like 3 years per body. But if you got 4 bodies, that's 12 years.
I don't fault you for coming down. I don't fault you for looking at the incentive of it's quick, easy money. I don't fault you for that. But I'd rather educate you before you go and you make that mistake. But he's going to be going back with me. Okay, he is under arrest. So due to the possibility that location is going to be up on his phone, airplane mode. So I just had a really nice conversation with your girlfriend, baby mama, fiance, could be wife, right? We just had a decent conversation, man. We talked about stuff, okay? So because of the fact that location is possibly being shared on your phone was placed in airplane mode, I'll give it back to you. But again, like I told you, I do this for a living. Border Patrol does this for a living. We're not new to this. I'm glad, for the sake of you and her, that you didn't go down there and pick those people up, okay? Because it can be a very, very serious crime in the state of Arizona. So now that I've got the truth from her, right, I hope that you won't lie to me anymore. You don't have to be as scared as what you think it is right now going southbound. It's coming northbound with them is where those charges hit you, okay? Telling me right now the truth of like, yeah, I was going down to go pick up, a person for money. Cool, you didn't go do it yet. Okay, but you are going to be going back to the station. Okay, so now that we're on the same level, now I know the truth. Now that her and I have talked, can you
tell me the reason for why I'm going to the station?
Because you're criminally suspended, so you are under arrest for that. But we're also going back for DUI testing.
Where is she?
She's going to Circle K. She's going somewhere.
But
she has your phone number. She's gonna come get you when you're done. Why didn't she take your phone? Because you're gonna need your phone to call her. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye. Dude, we got an issue. You have so many failure to appears.
No.
Yeah, dude. So your driver, stop for a second. Let me explain this to you. Your driver's license got revoked on failure to appear, failure to appear, failure to appear, an unknown Georgia conviction, unknown conviction again, failure to answer a citation, pay fines, penalties, and or costs, driving or operating a motor vehicle while license is revoked. And then you have one out of Tennessee, which is driving or operating a motor vehicle license while it's revoked, failure to appear for trial or court appearance, driving or operating a motor vehicle while license is revoked, failure to appear, failure to answer to citation, failure to appear, speeding, failure to answer to citation, and they're all different dates. You have a Florida driver's license, right?
No, that's what I'm telling you. Like, that's not me. Most definitely, because I appear.
Okay, so this one right here shows it's out of Florida, Tennessee. Georgia shows suspended. Right, so it's 100% wrong.
Yes, most definitely. And I have one daughter, and I would put that on her.
Okay.
Definitely.
So the description, the characteristic description matches you,
Right.
and everything's coming back to. So we have something that is called a KQ. In other words, we are able to run license once we get suspended, whether it be criminal or a civil suspension. We're able to verify that you do not have additional licenses elsewhere that is suspended. And unfortunately, dude, it looks like your Georgia, your Tennessee, and it's showing Florida. So she also showed that she lived in Florida on her driver's license.
And so I'm gonna take.
Did you ever get in trouble down there in Florida?
Never.
Okay.
And then on top of that, I'm verifying right now. I don't failure to appear because that's the lamest charge you can actually capitalize on. I appear to court. I've taken care of everything that I've had to take care of. I'm a man. I have business to take care of for my family. So all those failure to appears that you just read are definitely not me. And I stand on our 10 toes.
I'm definitely not seeing how the state's gonna lie.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
And I'm not saying the state is lying. I'm not saying that you're lying, but I'm telling you that it's incorrect. But I'm not
You
saying
have
that
you have 24 revocations.
No.
I'm definitely not lying about that one. And it looks like it first started, surprisingly, for failure to show insurance back in 2012. You first got convicted of speeding in 2009. So it looks like it started 2009 was your very first one. So my advice to you, the state of Arizona is not going to tow your vehicle, but it is a criminal arrest, okay? So my advice to you is I don't know if it's the same over there where you're from, but you need to contact your MVD, or for us, it's Motor Department of Vehicles. So you need to contact your DMV over there. You need to figure out your suspensions.
Righteous. And I'm telling you, those that I wish I could. I don't want.
So whatever.
Yes. If you want to show me.
So I actually can't show it to you.
Righteous.
I can read it to you.
Okay.
But your suspensions for failure appear, it dates back to August of 2023. So whatever you had going on in August is why they have continuously suspended you right now.
And those are showing. And I'm not trying to rebut you. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm telling you that information is incorrect. I'm not a failure to appear type person. And the only time I've ever had a failure to appear was when I was ever incarcerated, and I got out and went to county clerk, got my documentation showing that I was incarcerated.
When did you get out?
I've been out for months now.
Okay, were you locked up in August?
August, February. I got locked up in March. So yes, March, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. I got it in July. I got it on July 25th. Yes, ma'am.
So you weren't locked up in August?
I was locked up in August.
Okay, so
for the city of Atlanta, and that's the only.
This is out of Atlanta.
Righteous. Yes.
So what I'm gonna
prove to that.
You don't have to prove it to me.
No.
But what I'm gonna tell you is that if you were locked up in August, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That's when your failure to appear on your suspension for your driver's license happened.
Yes,
so I would probably go to MVD and get that squared away, because as it sits, that is what is cause this first four, well, most recent suspensions. Okay, so whatever you've got going on, yeah, because your address is matching over here. So whatever you got going on, you need to go back to Georgia. You need to get that cleared up, because here in Arizona, it is criminal to drive on a suspended driver's license out of state. Okay, and it's not always my favorite charge, but in the end, right? Can't be driving if you are what? Suspended. Don't go back. Get what I'm saying? If she's pregnant, you want to be sitting in county lockup? See what I'm saying? So you can get upset, but it's the same story that we hear day in and day out. Okay, I haven't been doing this job for 2 days. Okay, it's the same thing. It's a good thing that you didn't go pick them up, because I'm telling you right now, not only do we spike, not only do they help us spike and help us pursue, but I want to tell you this, and please understand whenever I tell you this, I will not fault you for coming down here to make quick money. You know why? How hard is it back home to get a decent paying job and to save up on money? It's not easy, is it? How quick is it to go work out wherever you're working at minimum wage and save up $2 to $3 grand? It's going to take you forever, right? Get what I'm saying? I don't fault you at all. Not one bit. I don't fault her. I don't fault you. It's easy money. But here's the seriousness of this. If you get stopped by them, it's federal charges. And that's 7 years federal time per body. So if you go down there and you pick up 3 or 4 and it's like 2 or 3 grand that they promise you, is that 2 to 3 grand worth 7 years federal time? And maybe you get it reduced to like what he's been saying, 3 years. Dude, it's not worth it. Not to mention you're employed by the cartel. So now you go into a huge database that links you as cartel affiliated. So let's say you get in trouble in Georgia. Let's just say you decide not to go back to Georgia, but you decide to go, I don't know, Rhode Island, the smallest freaking state in the United States, right? You go to Rhode Island and they run a criminal history. They're going to see that somehow along the lines, you have cartel affiliation. Why? Because you came down here because it seemed like a lucrative way to make 2 or 3 grand really quickly, especially at Christmas time. It's not worth it. So in the end, regardless of how this has gone and where it's going, and unfortunately you're leaving here with a criminal arrest, just count your blessings that for whatever reason, somebody was like, hey, he doesn't need to go down there and do this. He doesn't need to jack up his life. You get what I'm saying? And don't get mad at her for talking. She's scared. You know why she's scared? She doesn't want to lose you. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, this is a dumb question. Last time I heard, the going rate was $1,200 per body. Is it still $1,200? Because if they weren't offering, dude, if they weren't offering you $1,200, look, I'm not trying. And you know what? Foss can tell you right now. Is he in trouble? Do you even in trouble for the thought of it? No. The reason why I'm asking you is because if you weren't getting paid $1,200 per person, they were gypping you. So if they weren't offering you $1,200 or more, you were going to throw your whole life away for them gypping you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm asking you. Is just kind of take that in mind on kind of like, hey, so they weren't even offering me the actual going rate. Do you know why they do that? Do you know why they'll gyp the first time transporters? Because they don't know if they're going to back out or not. And you have to earn that rate down here. And that's why a lot of the high drivers, they live here locally. Like Tucson, Phoenix, because they haven't let them down yet. So they'll recruit you guys for easy, quick money because, hey, think about it, right? $1,200 real quick, 6-hour drive, 7-hour drive, maybe 8-hour drive. They'll recruit you guys really quickly out of state because you guys are willing to pay that, little bit of money round trip, maybe $400 per 2 people, maybe $500 per 2 people, right? But you're going to make it up running a couple of these bodies. Now, the thing is they're still gypping you on that because you don't know the going rates. You don't know the prices down here. You don't know any of that, okay? It's not worth it because down here, if you get popped by us, by law enforcement ourselves, I will tell you 110%, you will sit in county jail for 2 weeks no matter what. Our county is the hardest on this. And then him, that's 7 years. It's not worth it. Not to mention, there was just a case recently. They told them to run or we're going to murder your family. So what do you think the driver did? They ran, right? And then when they ran, they ended up wrecking out and people ended up severely hurt. So now you came down here to make $2,000-$3,000, but now you're going away on aggravated injury charges plus reckless driving plus felony flight, and unfortunately for this guy, murder charges. So that's how serious it is. And if you get that threat, what are you going to do? You're probably going to run, right? Out of that pure fear of like, fuck yeah, I can get rid of these cops. So that's why I'm telling you, okay? It's not worth it to come down here and do that. Feel me? All right.